All right, welcome to LearnWire. I'm going to kick off this review and just jump right into it. This is a tool that I've been using for a couple months now, and I haven't actually had the chance to do a proper review on it, so we're going to just jump right in. This is SE Ranking, and of course, this tool has been out for years now, and at one point, I believe this launched on AppSumo, and it had a lifetime deal and so forth. So those of you that were able to pick up SE Ranking when it was at an LTD, you guys are very lucky because this has gone on to be a very successful keyword research and SEO software. And I would put it in there with, I'm going to come back over here and SE Ranking. I'm actually going to go to their website real quick and just come check out what their traffic metrics are real quick on SimilarWeb. I mean, they're getting 1.3 million visitors per month. So this is a tool that did take off. It's few and far between when we're looking at thousands of softwares that are going to launch with LTDs on AppSumo and other platforms. I believe that it's like less than 5% of them. And isn't that true about business anyways, right? But less than 5% of them are going to make it big time, like your phrases, phrase.io, and like your SE Ranking right here, 1.3 million visitors per month, right? So they've definitely turned the corner and they made a real business out of this. And they have real customers paying monthly. I'm a real customer right now paying $50 a month. And I'm glad to do that because it is the closest to Semrush and Ahrefs that I have seen that comes with a price point of half the cost, right? You're going to get a lot of value for just $50 instead of having to pay $100 or more with those other tools. And there's some very frustrating things about using some of those other tools, which are great. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying that this is 100% a replacement or alternative to those tools, but it comes really close when you start looking at the amount of keywords that SE Ranking has in their database in comparison with some of the other tools. And just all overall what you get with the SERPs ranking checker built in at the lowest plan, you get 250 keywords you get to track and so forth. So really good stuff. I'm just going to go right over to the pricing and I'll tell you what I'm on right now. I am on the, let's see, I'm on a monthly right now. And I'm not on an annual right now, which I should. And if I use the tool for a couple more months and I'm completely convinced that, yeah, this tool is amazing, or this is the tool for me for the next 12 months, then I'll go ahead and just pick up that annual plan. But still, even at the monthly price point, you're starting at $49 and you're going to be able to download more. It just comes with all these. You can scroll through here, the keyword research, and they even have a content writer. You can do add-ons on here, as they have a content optimization tool. They have all kinds of stuff like Semrush. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Semrush that has a bunch of tools that they've developed. And then you have a keywords manager. So like keyword lists and so forth. You can manage up to 10,000 keywords on a list just on the $49 plan and so forth. So you get a lot. And then if you actually stepped it up to the pro plan right here, this is what's going to really separate SE Ranking from the other two that I'm talking about, is the rows per export, right? You're going to be able to step right up to 50,000 rows. So that means that you can literally download 50,000 keywords in one report if you wanted to at just $109 a month. And if you were going to get into this with any of the other tools, Semrush or Ahrefs, you're going to be into the $200 or $300 a month plans. So that just gives you an idea that really you get a lot for the price that you're paying. And you're also getting a tool that's power packed and has a giant keyword database, and that's really what is the most important, right? So let's go jump in to the dashboard right over here. So we come and jump into the dashboard, and you're going to see across the top, so you have all these different options over here, and then you have the options across the top right over here. So I'm going to go over mostly what I've been using. I think that the review would end up being a 45-minute to an hour review, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm going to use this opportunity for this video in particular to just go over like the three main things that I would use this tool, that I'm using this tool for right now, and that I think the average user will use. Of course, there's a million different things up here. I'm not going to go into the local marketing, but if you are doing local marketing, obviously they have a whole section right there you can go check out, which is super cool. Semrush is really big on local marketing as well. But I'm not going to spend any time in the video going over that, right? But we do have a lot of stuff. They have a report builder. You can actually use this, and you could use this tool as a professional SEO service, and you could build those reports and you can send those to your customers and so forth, right? But really what we're going to do is you're going to have some projects that you're going to start off with right over here. So right over here, we have a couple of different sites that I have in here, and the newbiegardening.com, I have this in here, and you can see the metrics right here. We can see that we have 2 keywords that are being picked up, and you can just click on the rankings right over here and it'll take us right over to the rankings dashboard right over here. And when we start looking over here, you can get some different SERPs of what you're looking at right over here. So we have 1 keyword in the top 30 right over here. And you can also come over here to June and just click on that, and you're going to see that there's 2 keywords now that we've actually picked up. I think that this one is from koala right here. So what you can do is right over here, you can actually come and set this right over here. You can go to add tag, and I can actually select koala. I already have it in there. And so it adds koala to it. So this is how you can separate and start seeing. You could pull this report, this SERP report, and then you could actually start doing some, like in Excel, I could do a pivot table, and it would basically tell me like, hey, 45% or 60% of your keywords that are ranking are koala or agility, right? So then that would help us with our test to say, hey, it seems like this content writer is actually getting better results and so forth, right? It does have a built-in content score right here. I don't know if you can actually see that. I think it's like I can't make that out. It's yellow. Let's see right over here. Our score is a 59, so it says it up there. It's a 59. The average is a 55, so we're a little above average. We should be able to rank in the top 10 with some backlinks and so forth. But there is a max score of 77, so we could pull this out. We don't have to pay for the add-on. You could, but certainly we could pull this out and go into Neuron Writer or Phrase or Surfer and optimize it further, and then see if we can get a better score in here. So you can choose to use that score or not, but super cool. You're going to have full SERPs tracking in here. Now at the $50 plan, you're going to get 250 keywords tracked. And so in this site, I had a little bit more than that. So then I also am tracking it. I'm using 2 tools to track because I wanted to track all the keywords. So I'm using SERP Robot to do that. But it comes with a very robust SERPs tracker. And then if we come back over to the pricing, what's super cool is that from what I remember is that you can actually come in here and go to rank tracker, and you can get the lower essential plan right here. But then if you wanted to track 500 or 700 words, then it's still going to put you at less than what so they don't force you to go to that pro level if all you need to upgrade is your SERP tracker, your rank tracker, right? So I really like the pricing with SE ranking and the customization of building the right plan for you. So you're able to add these in and track 750 keywords. And then once you're outside of the 750 and then you have more keywords you want to track, then you're going to automatically just boost right up to the pro plan, and it's going to come with 1,000. And then you can even go from there and track 1,750. And you're still going to be underneath the business plan, right? So even with the business plan right over here, you're going to be able to go with 2,500 keywords tracked. And this is going to be way less than you would pay with those other tools. So I hope that I at least make my point that the pricing and the customization of the packages, I feel, is better than what I see with the other tools. And you can kind of increase what you're paying to the tool based on your business needs and how you are growing your business, right? So super, super cool stuff. If you guys want to check this out, you can go and sign up to a free trial. There will be a link below. I do recommend this product. I'll just be upfront and honest with you right now. We don't have to wait till the end of the review. This is definitely a keeper, definitely one of the best SEO powerhouse tools and keyword research and rank tracking tools all combined into one. I do think that this is the best alternative for the price. This is right now currently the best tool that I am seeing if you are actually doing SEO, building backlinks, doing keyword research and tracking keywords. If you don't want to pay hundreds of dollars a month to those other 2 tools that, yes, are the best in the industry, which is Semrush and Ahrefs, if you want to just go one notch underneath that, but then you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars a month, but you still want a powerhouse tool, this is definitely my top recommended tool that I would go with. And right now I'm paying, like I said, $50 a month for this tool. So we're going to come back. So there will be a link below. Super cool. If you get any value in this video and it helps you make a decision if this is a tool that you want to try out, then that would be really cool. If you would click on that link, it will help out me make more videos like this on the channel. Appreciate you guys. All right, so we'll go back over to SE ranking. So that's the SERP features. That's the projects, right? You can easily just come over. We can add more keywords right here if we wanted to. You can add them in bulk. It can go out and find more keywords for us and so forth. Super easy to do that. We can tell it to recheck the data anytime we want to. It's going to even track indexed pages. Right now it's saying that we have the 7 pages indexed right now. I'm going with a heavy backlink plan. We're doing internal links. We're doing everything we can to get this site fully indexed. It's going slower than what I'm used to. I've definitely had way faster success with other ones. And I don't know if this is because this is a public case study on newbiegardening.com and something has happened to the site, or I don't know if it has something to do with, well, it could be multiple factors. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that the domain was already registered a year prior and I did not know that. And then finally, I don't know if it does have to do with that this is all AI content and we were spitting it out only 5 per day. So it's not like it's, you know, I know people that are doing hundreds of articles on the same site per day and they also are getting indexed and ranking. So I want to believe that it's not because of that. But also in some of the groups like Semrush, there are people that are finding that it's harder to get these AI pages and so forth indexed and that sort of thing. So we're going to keep monitoring it. I'll keep giving you guys updates on the case study on newbiegardening.com. All right, so we can come over here, we can look at summary, we can come over here, historical data, we can go to analytics and traffic. So if I wanted to go to overview, and right now I believe, let's see, are we on the, right over here, I don't even have this hooked up. We can connect our Google Analytics and our Google Search Console. I'm actually gonna go do that real quick. So it's really easy to connect and I'm just gonna push continue. You just select your email address and then you select the site property and then boom, it's bringing in the data right now. And it looks like we've already brought in this right over here. And here's all the data that's coming from our Search Console right over here. Super cool stuff. We'll click on actually Google Search Console button right over there. And let's see what it's going to pull up for us. Okay, so right here we have 432 impressions. And this is over the last, well, that's actually, that's not what I really want to look at. I want to look at more current. So we'll go with the past 30 days and push apply. Okay, perfect. Oh, so these are quick buttons up here that you can compare it to other times. So like if we wanted to compare it to when we very first started, which would be right here and so forth. So we have 99 clicks, 432 impressions, a click-through rate, average position, and we only have a couple keywords that are actually ranking, right? So I want to believe that this site is really going to do well when we have like 100 pages indexed and ranking, because we're already getting results with just basically one page, and it's about lettuce. And you can see that we have all these different pages that were ranked for like 30 plus keywords. It's insane actually, right? So I do have confidence that the site is going to kind of be turned around. It's just a lot slower than I thought, but I definitely think with the aggressive backlink campaign, the massive internal link whisperer, internal links that we have built on the page and so forth, I think that we will turn the corner on this site. So we'll come over here, look at what this SEO potential button right over here. Maybe it'll find us some different keywords that we can kind of go after. Conversion into sales, average revenue per customer. So there's this tool over here that could help us with some stuff. I'm not going to spend any more time on that, but they do have some different, they have a little information panel over here. How does SEO potential work? This tool will help you estimate the traffic volume, traffic cost if acquired through Google Ads, and the potential number of clients. Super cool stuff. All right, so let's keep moving on. So there's all these other different things that we can go when we're looking at just a specific website. We can go over, let's go click on the My Competitors tab right over here, because when I have used this before, it does seem like it pulls up some pretty good websites that right up here, you can add up to 5 competitors right here, and it will track all their stats as well. All right, so I'm going to go up to the top panel up here, and we can go to competitive research. And this is where you're going to actually type in your site and get some more information. This is kind of where you use Semrush and, well, you've got Semrush, Ahrefs, and Ubersuggest to do this kind of thing right over here. So we're going to go over here and just say, I'm going to go newbie gardening right there and analyze. And it's going to go out here, and it's going to, this is where if you were going to analyze another site or a competitor or something like that, then you can come in here and actually get information on your domain right here. You can also add this to a project if you wanted to. So it's going to tell us like a keyword that we are ranking for right there. And then right over here, organic competitors. This is what I wanted to show you earlier, is that this is super, super cool because you can come in here and it found 89 competitors for us right now. We can view this detailed report right over here. It's going to pull up all these different sites right over here and give us all kinds of data. You can really dive into the data if you wanted to, but right here, we're going to see where we fare against all these other competitors, right? Like this right here, it has 100,000 keywords right over here that's ranking for. And you can do a gap analysis and all kinds of good stuff over here as well. There's a lot of different things you guys can do. Don't want to forget about them, but if there's keywords in here that it's not finding, you can actually push on this expand database button and you can add keywords to the network as well and so forth. There's your keyword manager and keyword lists, but look at all these different ones right over here. All these different competitors in here that we can go in and further analyze their sites and the pages that they're ranking for and so forth, right? So you are able to, there'll be a little bit of a learning curve when using this tool if you are coming from Ahrefs or Semrush or any other tool, right? Of course, every tool is going to have a little bit of its learning curve, but I find that it's pretty easy to get started with SE ranking. It's really self-explanatory. So that's kind of what you're going to do when you're going to reverse engineer your websites. You're going to come over here. Another thing that we can do is on a site. So let's just go over here to another one of my sites real quick. Or let's just say we wanted to, like New Garden right here. So they're starting off right here. They are doing better than we are. So let's just go check that one out. So just click on it. It's going to give us more information. You know, they're not getting a lot of traffic and so forth. You can kind of see what's going on with their site right here as well. And then we can come over here and start seeing what kind of keywords they are ranking for. We can view a detailed report. We can look at what has improved over here. So this will give us some more keywords we can target and so forth. So super, super cool stuff. It gives us all kinds of other stuff over here that we can go for as well. So it's just really easy and laid out for us what we can go for. And then here's the top pages right here. So here's the pages that are getting so we can click a view detailed report. And this is a tool that you could really come in here and look at the pages that are getting the actual traffic share. And then you could go and grab, the top 10 right there and go and create similar pages. You could also go and grab this site and do your Semrush thing to go and rewrite all kinds of content and so forth, right? So really cool stuff. I really like that. We're going to go over to the keyword research section now, because this is another one where you're going to do keyword research right over here. And if we just wanted to say garden, let's just even go with organic. So I'm just going to say organic gardening right here. And it's going to go out and tell us what the keyword difficulty is, the search volume, and we can come through here. So you can see it's laid out a lot like Semrush and a lot like Ahrefs. And that's why I like this tool, is that I don't feel like I'm missing out on any of the tools or data that I typically am used to when I'm using those other tools. I just don't like the price tag, paying hundreds of dollars a month for those tools. And when I'm downloading giant reports, I usually end up having to pay for like the $200 a month plan. And I just don't want to do that on a monthly basis, right? And so you can come over here and look at all these different keyword ideas and so forth. So we can go and look at these 1900 keywords right here that's pulling in for us. And you can come over here and click on this, and you're going to get even more like charts and the average and the trends and so forth. And then they have a button right over here for low search volume keywords that are barely registered in their database. And these can be some really quick wins for you. So I like the low search volume button right there. And of course, you can also look at the organic results at any time. As we're going to get your SEO data, the backlinks, the looking at the SERPs and what's kind of going on. They do a little different as far as like they don't have a DA or kind of like a competition score. That is going to come from this like right here, which is the domain trust score. And then they have the page trust score. So those are going to be a little bit more of the gauges that you're going to go based off of, and then backlinks and referring domains. Keyword total, but they really are big on traffic, how much traffic they think the site's getting, and how much total traffic cost. But there isn't like a DA that you're used to seeing. That's one thing that I wish that they had, was more of like maybe just like a DA number right there, so you can kind of see the weakness of You really have to use these numbers right over here. Maybe the page authority right here is what you would really use, but that's just page authority, right? So when you're looking at the domain trust, you're really going to use this. So like if you wanted to see a gap right here, you probably would be wanting to look for something that's less than 50 right here. Maybe this is like your opportunity rank number 9 right here, checking that site out right there. Okay. And then you have all the keywords you can look at right over here. You have your SERP features, you have search intent, you have trends right here, the CPC, relevance, difficulty score right here. So you're always looking for those difficulty scores right here. So we could add a filter and just look at difficulty at 30, but let's say we want to move that to 20, and we want to look at search volume as a minimum of 10. And maybe we want to go with a max of 1,000, and then we just want to apply the filters. And now we're looking at these keywords right here that have good difficulty score, the search volume right here. So these would be great keywords. That's how you do your keyword research, your basic traditional keyword research, right? So you have your content marketing, you have your backlinks checker right over here. So we can come over here and it'll load a project right in here. And I know that this 371 has been sitting there for a really long time like that. And so I know that these are going to be garbage backlinks, but I'm just going to click on it just to show you what it's going to pull up. So here are all we have a couple backlinks that are coming in. Nope, those don't look like fresh. So we're still working on those, but this is where it's going to break down all your backlinks and so forth. So you could definitely use this in a powerful way by using somebody else's website, competitors, and kind of reverse engineering where they get in their backlinks from. So of course it has a robust backlink checker and a backlink gap analyzer. We have a report builder, a website audit. We can go and audit our website. Let's go and just do that real quick. So I'm going to click on that. Let's go with a new audit. And you have some settings right over here if you want it to, then you push run audit. But you have some settings that you can fine tune as well. So it's going to be processing that audit. We'll come back. You have an on-page SEO checker. So you could actually go and check. You could put in a domain right here, web page URL, and it'll actually put in your primary keyword, and it'll actually go in there and actually be an optimizer, just like Neuron Writer or Phrase or anything like that. So super cool. Not going to be showing that in this particular video. You have a SERP analyzer, and then you even have the more button right over here. Lead generator, keyword grouper that's going to cost per report, but that's basically keyword clustering. Index status checker, search volume checker, search engine autocomplete. So it has a lot of tools that we can go with, but really those are the main tools that are going to get you going when starting out to use SE ranking. And what the website audit, it's going to pages crawled. So it's going to tell you how many pages it actually crawled, and then it's going to basically give you your health score and any errors, but it's going to be very similar to what you're going to find in Ahrefs and so forth. This may take 10, 20 minutes. So I'm not going to go ahead and wait for that. I hope that you guys found this review of value and that this kind of can get you a good idea of what it's like to have SE ranking. Definitely, when you're using this tool, you definitely know you're paying for a real top-notch tool that you won't mind paying a monthly for it. I do think it's more powerful than Ubersuggest that has lifetime deals and is going to be a little bit cheaper. I do like the layout and the way that this functions. I do like it better. I think it is a stronger tool than Ubersuggest. I could do a comparison, but at the end of the day, even just with filtering and everything, using SE ranking is just better. And I have a lifetime deal to Ubersuggest where I paid like $300. And to be honest, it's a good tool to get started, but it really, you'll once you really get into this and building websites, you'll quickly kind of outgrow Ubersuggest, and you'll be looking for that next tool. What is the next tool? Well, when you need to be doing SEO, measuring backlinks, all those things, SE ranking is really the best one that I've found for the price. Of course, so if I had to put a tier level together right now, it would go Ahrefs, then Semrush, and then it would go SE ranking would be number 3. So that's just my opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, if you want to go check out SE ranking, there will be a link below. I appreciate you guys watching the entire video, and I'll see you in the next video.